Canadians were promised a $800 tax cut. Most of us are getting $90. Let's get into it.
Is continuing the Trudeau tradition of breaking his promises and hiding from accountability. He refuses to table a spring budget while massively increasing government spending and keeping the parliamentary budgeting officer in the dark. And just like Trudeau, this guy can't even get a tax cut right. He promised $800, yet the average Canadian will only save $90 this year. Wow. Not even enough to get a hot chocolate from Tim Hortons weekly. So did this Prime Minister mislead Canadians during the election? Is he misleading them now, or both?
Yeah.
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I recognize the job of Prime Minister comes with many responsibilities. I didn't know addition and division were one of them. The parliamentary budget officer refers to the reductions for all Canadians. The vote that the members opposite supported this government on delivers a tax cut for the 22 million Canadians who pay taxes and drive this country forward.
The honourable member for Calgary East.
Coming from the guy that doesn't even do his own grocery shopping, he's bragging about a $90 tax cut this year when his government's policies raised the cost of groceries $800. He's broken all of his promises, spending, tax cuts, high-priced consultants, and he's all elbows down on the U.S. And while he's begging on his knees in front of Trump, Canadians have high grocery prices, unaffordable homes, and rising crime. But wait! Everyone should be grateful for a $90 tax cut this year. Why doesn't he just reverse his disastrous policies, drop a spring budget, and actually lower taxes for Canadians?
Yeah. The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, once again, a tax cut is a cut for those who pay taxes. 22 million Canadians pay taxes in this country. 86% of that tax cut goes to those in the first two tax brackets. When you have a two-earner family, the maximum tax cut is $840 a year. The members opposite think it's irrelevant. It's relevant for Canadians. It's building this economy. We're glad they voted for it. They just happen to have forgotten now.
Honourable member for Leeds, Grenville, Thousand Islands, Rideau Lakes.
Last night we learned that the Prime Minister has an entire department of bureaucrats trying to manage his conflicts of interest, but they can't even tell us if the Prime Minister has set up a conflict of interest screen. And so that means that the former chairman of a multi-billion-dollar investment firm is sitting at the cabinet table and could be taking decisions that personally improve his financial standing. He's been Prime Minister for 100 days, but he's still jumping through these ethical loopholes. So why won't the Prime Minister stop hiding the truth from Canadians and come clean? What are your conflicts of interest?
I would just remind the member to direct his question through the chair. The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Unlike member opposite, I'm proud of having experience in the private sector. I'm proud of having experience helping to build this country. I'm proud of having filed all my requirements in advance before required, including a screen for the conflict of interest. I wait on these.
The honourable member for Leeds, Grenville, Thousand Islands, Rideau Lakes.
Well, unlike the Right Honourable Prime Minister, I'm proud to have served our country in the Canadian Armed Forces in uniform.
Do some friggin' homework. Do some homework.
This Prime Minister seems to do whatever he thinks he can get away with. He voted for the Liberals' ban on gas-powered cars, while Brookfield is heavily invested in the EV supply chain. We know that he used offshore tax havens in the Caribbean to avoid paying Canadian taxes. His own department won't even say if he set up conflicts of interest screens. So instead of maligning people who serve the country in uniform, why doesn't he stand up and come clean about his conflicts of interest?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Prime Minister, sorry. Battlefield promotion there. Mr. Speaker, I'm proud as Prime Minister to have made the biggest investment in our military in decades. I am proud to be reversing the decades of cuts of members opposite.
L'honorable député de Louis Saint.
The honourable member for Louis Saint Laurent à Quebec. Mr. Speaker, on the campaign trail, the Prime Minister promised to lower taxes for families. An $825 tax cut was promised, but the PBO has set the record straight. It's not $825. It's over 3 times less than that, $270 per family. Can the Prime Minister tell Canadians he's sorry for misleading them? Mr. Speaker, there's a difference between the average and the maximum. The maximum, yes, it is $840 per year. And that's a reduction for 22 million Canadians. Thank you for your support for that measure. The honourable member for Louis Saint Laurent à Quebec. Mr. Speaker, the Prime Minister is not confirming the truth. It is that Canadians will, on average, get barely $90, and for a low-income senior, it's only $50, not even $1 a week. When the Prime Minister was running Brookfield, if an executive promised him major savings and then missed the mark, if it was less than expected, does the Prime Minister say, yeah, let's keep going? Or would he tell that executive, why did you mislead me? The Right Honourable Prime Minister. Mr. Speaker, the future of Canadians and of young people and of seniors is a future where we are going to build this great country with legislation to create a single Canadian economy.
Honourable member for Fort McMurray Cold Lake.
Mr. Speaker, we know the Prime Minister doesn't buy his own groceries, but most families do. And what they're seeing at the grocery store is ever-increasing food prices. According to Canada's fiscal watchdog, the Liberals' newest broken promise is on their tax cut, with the average Canadian saving only $90 this year, well below the $825 promised. This isn't even enough for a week's groceries. Did the Prime Minister mislead Canadians during the election? Is he misleading them now, or both?
The Honourable Minister of Jobs and Families.
Mr. Speaker, it's a little bit rich for the opposition to be talking about leaders who don't buy groceries while they have a leader who's in subsidized housing not buying groceries. However, I will say, Mr. Speaker, that this government is laser focused on making sure that Canadians have what they need. As we know, actually, poverty rates have been going down since 2015, and that's because of our investment in Canadians through programs like dental care, affordable child care, and the Canada Child Benefit. Mr. Speaker, we will build the strongest economy in the G7.
The honourable member for Fort McMurray Cold Lake.
Mr. Speaker, the Prime Minister is a broken record of broken promises, and the Prime Minister said, judge me by the price at the grocery store, and that he's the man with the plan. Well, he's failing. Just since the start of this year, beef up 34%, oranges up 26%, apples up 18%, and baby formula up 9%. So this is making it harder for families trying to put nutritious food on the table. Will the Prime Minister do the right thing and table a budget that actually cuts taxes and reverse his inflationary policies? Wow.
The Honourable Secretary of State for the Canada Revenue Agency.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this government was just elected by Canadians to deliver. We are cutting taxes for 22 million Canadians. We are permanently cutting the carbon tax. We are cutting taxes for first-time homebuyers. Mr. Speaker, our focus is on building the strongest economy in the G7. I ask the party and the members' offices to join us. Get on board. Thank you.
A $90 tax cut. I can't say I'm surprised. What will you do with your $90? Let me know in the comments below. See you in the next one. Bye.